Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us. We've been talking about the APC internal crisis. The Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the party, Mr. Timmy Frank, has been talking to us from our Abuja studio. And here with me in the studio here is a policy analyst and a lawyer, Mr. Curtis Adigba. Let's continue with the conversation now. Mr. Adigba, obviously, a lot of people are warning members of the party, people from the outside, about a possible implosion. Do you see an implosion in the APC?
It is a possibility. Don't forget that strange bedfellows came together to form the APC with just one agenda: snatch power from the PDP. Now they have the power. They never thought about what to do with the power. And that's what we are beginning to see. Look at what is going on in the National Assembly. For months, we had a crisis of who is going to be the Senate president. This shouldn't be a problem as far as I'm concerned. And this is why I have advocated somewhere else. It is time we cancel the office of the president of the Senate in Nigeria.
Why?
We copied a presidential system of government from the United States. Have you ever heard of the president of the Senate in the United States? The vice president doubles as the president of the Senate. And in his absence, the most senior member of the Senate from the party with the majority acts as pro tempore. So it's not the most senior member then of the Senate becomes the Senate majority leader, which comes from the party that has the majority.
It looks so much that the crisis, the rocked the party at the moment when the issue of the leadership of the Senate and the House of Representatives is still lingering as we speak.
That's the genesis of the problem. If you listen to Alhaji Kawo Baraje, where is he coming from? Kawo Baraje is from Kwara State. He's a strong supporter of the Senate President, Bukola Saraki.
But again, that man that you mentioned, Kawo Baraje, led the new PDP, which formed the major spine of the APC that we're talking about.
It was at the instance of Saraki.
No, I'm saying that there's probably going to be some understanding within the party, which right now the narrative is changing, isn't it?
You must appreciate this. Now, we had people who left their party, members of the PDP, and came into the APC as a bloc. Okay? They're also angling for position within the party. Now, they felt comfortable at some point that, oh, okay, we produced the president of the Senate in the person of Bukola Saraki. Now, it's beginning to look like even Bukola Saraki is not sitting comfortably. Okay? And so those who are supporting him are beginning to feel that, look, why is it that the president cannot stop his trial at the Code of Conduct Tribunal? It is all that is happening is all aimed at removing Bukola Saraki. And so they are beginning to speak.
Some arguments has been that Bukola Saraki left the governorship seat of Kwara State several years ago, about 5 years now, so or more. And one would be wondering that he's not the only governor there. And one of the questions from the pro-Saraki debaters are that he's not the only one in the Senate. Why is he being picked? Does it look like this is a political prosecution?
Sure. And I've always asked this question. Where is it justifiable in law or in equity that once somebody is charged with an offense, the defense he offers is the guilt of another person? I want to hear Saraki say, look, all that you guys have said about me is not true. Do you understand? And I am prepared to go to the Code of Conduct Tribunal to prove that this is all make-up kind of thing is not true. All right? It's not enough to say. Don't forget that there's no country where the law can prosecute everybody at once.
All right, let me quickly ask
and there's
you.
no limit.
With what we are saying now in the APC, it looks so much like the national leadership of the party is boxed in, because there are a lot of things that we should see the national leadership doing that we're not seeing them doing politically. And one of the things that Alhaji Baraje said was that the president needs to play more politics, or else the dragon, according to him, now that the dragon which sunk the PDP is creeping into the APC.
Well, I do agree with Baraje on that point, that the president needs to throw his heart into the political arena more. Somehow he stayed above the fray because he wants to be the president of the country and he wants to allow the leadership of the party, to iron out things. But I think it's beginning to look like, first and foremost, that the national leadership of that party is very, very weak, and probably because of how he emerged or those behind him who are pulling the strings. But what is key here is that, look, members of the APC should understand and know right now that Nigerians invested so much hope in them to transform their lives.
All right.
And this is not what Nigerians are expecting from them.
Okay, let's quickly go to Abuja now, where Mr. Timmy Frank is still standing by. Alhaji Kawubaraji has warned and also said that there might be some implosion in the APC. He mentioned and said that the dragon which sank the PDP is creeping into the APC. As a member of the National Working Committee of the party, do you see an implosion in the APC as we speak?
And yes, again, I will tell you clearly that Baraje is speaking from, from experience of what, what happened in the PDP. Because as at that time, everybody knew very well that being a one-time national chairman of PDP, was acting chairman of PDP and so forth. When the problem started, we were complaining to our party as at that time. We were telling our party what was going on was wrong. We were telling them that, look, we must follow justice. We must follow a proper, due process to take actions whenever we are taking decisions. But again, the then PDP that we all belonged to as at that time refused to listen to our cries. And at the end of the day, we took a decision that, okay, if that's the case, we're all going to leave the party. And we came together.
What should your party be doing now to avoid an implosion?
As at that time, the problem started from the former governor of Rivers State again, Amechi, Governor Rotimi Amechi. When that problem started, some of us that believe what the government as at that time was doing to Amechi within our party was wrong. Amechi was also a loyal member of the...
Thank you. We've got to go. The time is... we don't have the time now. Just before we go, in 30 seconds, do tell me, Mr. Adigba, what should the APC be doing right now to avoid an implosion?
APC, listen to me. You need to get your acts together. The key personnel within the APC, please, in the interest of this country, serve your personal ambitions. And let's put on the front burner, for at least, for once, national interest.
All right, thank you so much, Mr. Curtis Adigba, a lawyer and a policy analyst, and Mr. Timmy Frank has been talking to us from our Abuja studio, the Deputy National Publicity Secretary of the PDP. Many thanks for coming on the program. Well, that's our show, and many thanks for being such a great company wherever you are watching us. It's Politics Today on Channels Television. Bye for now.